happy holidays. We're back again with video 2 in this series. It's my thanks for all your interest in what I have to offer here at the Fiddle Jam Institute. And if you saw the first video, great. You're ready for number 2. This is video 2. We're going to teach you some licks and tricks. If you didn't see the first video, go on back and watch that. It's find it on YouTube, on Facebook, on the site. I'll post it. And it had a bonus in it where you could download this track, which is from my Fiddle Jam book, Hawking the book, of course. It's out all over the world. I'm kind of proud of that. It's been out since 2002. It's been out quite a while now. But it's still a good book. It's got cool tracks to learn how to jam. Again, why is jamming so important? I think it helps you get the music from inside out. Any music, whatever you're hearing, even if you're playing classical, if you learn to feel it inside and then perform it, it comes across with more authority. And if you learn to jam a little bit, make up stuff, in other words, you can play in a blues band, a jazz group, you can show up to a bluegrass picking party and make up your own lead on the spot. It opens up all these other avenues for you. They're not just playing from the page in. So now, I'm a little bit backwards on this idea. I'm going to show you from the page in today. Because the biggest question I get from people, once they learn how to jam just a little bit, they go, but I don't know what to play. I don't know what. So the answer always, as I mentioned in the first video, listen inside your head and your heart, wherever it comes from. Maybe the heart is what the science is telling us now. And play that. Simple. That's the answer. That's the formula for greatness. Just be in tune with your inner thing, relax a little bit, and try and imagine what you'd like to hear, and just play that. Even if you can't get the exact notes what you'd like to hear, play at least the same rhythm. That helps. Rhythm is the key to the magic of things. So let me get rid of this track for a second, and we'll get into this. So the answer book to the first Fiddle Jam book was, and is, still for sale as well, Rock and Blues Fiddle Jam Etudes. It's a cool book, I think. It answers the question of I don't know what to play. So this is a whole book of riffs and tricks and licks, all the cool stuff for the violin that I've developed from my own vocabulary over the past 40 years or so. So, yes, I come from the rock and roll world. I was classically trained, went to college on a full scholarship, all this stuff. But something about being trained to play in a symphony just didn't jive with me right, because I was also an accomplished bass player and played in jazz fusion bands and stuff, following the footsteps of Jaco Pastorius. I studied jazz guitar, and I had this other world going on, and eventually I figured out a way to fit the violin into that. So I'm a little bit of an anomaly, but I'm here to lead you, because I have a lot of experience with jamming on the violin and applying it to alternate styles. That's this term that's been bantered about the last 20 years or so in the violin world. So it's just music, period, as far as I'm concerned. But we know that classically trained violinists often miss it. They only get from the page in and they don't get from the heart out, and you miss an element. And once you learn to do this, it opens up you change your life. I've had people go, oh my God, you've changed my life. You just get them to make up something. They never did that before. So, but we all make up stuff all the time, whether it's how much toothpaste we use or which way to start on the top or on the bottom. You're improvising all the time in life. I'm improvising as I'm speaking. I know words, vocabulary, and I use them to present ideas. It's the same thing with music. If you know some riffs and tricks, if you know the notes from the Fiddle Jam book, I show you the fingering chart. Or if you get the Etudes book, I'll teach you the exact riffs that I think are the cool stuff. And that could build your vocabulary, just like I learned these from listening to saxophone players and guitar players in the jazz fusion worlds and rock worlds. So here we go. Here's some. Now in the store, you can go to the holiday bonus, and it will have the track from the video 1, holiday bonus 1, and you can go get that. And that's the secret code, by the way, to get for free. A holiday bonus 1, all caps, no spaces. And then this one will have a holiday bonus 2. It'll be the download sheet of these riffs I'm going to teach you right now. Okay? So, again, this is easy stuff. Even a beginner can do it. Follow along. So get your fiddle out. If you don't already, stop the video and get it out if you haven't out already. I'm always trying to get you to play with me. So here is riff 1 from this holiday bonus track, or sheet. So it starts very easy, and if you remember, we're going to do it in the same key as the video one, the E blues scale, which was open 1 3, open 1 3 on the D and A strings, with a couple little twists and tricks thrown in. So this time we're going to take it outside of the first octave too. So it's nothing but E's, G's, A's, B's, and D's anywhere in your violin that make the E minor pentatonic scale, as it's officially called. And it becomes the blues scale once we add that saucy B flat note into it. So the B flat, low one, and you even have to curl up your face to play that, don't you? So those notes actually become 6 notes now with the B flat, but it's kind of just slid into the B. It's considered it as a little extra little ditty. So we're going to start with the first octave with E, G. Notice I love rock and roll, if you know that tune. Joan Jett, I think it was. So let's try that. E, E, D, E. Try that again. Let me get the track going on. Maybe we can play with the track. Let me see here. Click on something here. There it is. A little introduction here. Hopefully you're hearing that okay. Here we go. E. But again. 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 And one more time. One more time. So there we go. We just put that one riff over the whole 12 bars of a blues song. And it didn't sound half bad, all right? Now, it might be a little monotonous. That's okay. But sometimes repetition is an important part of improvisation. And they say if you make a mistake, repeat it, and it becomes a motif. Well, we just used the motif without making mistakes, too. So let's go to riff number 2. Let me turn the track off. This one uses that B flat note. So B flat low 1 on the A string. And then B. You can play it separate bows or slide or slur it if you want. So those 2 notes, B flat and B, A. Is that so far? B flat, slide your finger up a little bit to B, A, and then we're going to G, E. So E is the tonic note in this key, and if you improvise, you can always abort to E, and it's kind of like putting a period at the end of your sentence, at the end of your musical sentence. So you can always just do whatever you want. As long as you end on an E, you're going to sound fine. There's no rules to that either, but it's a little tip I can give you. So let's try this riff again. I personally like to slur that flat 5 note to the 5. The B is the 5th note of E. We'll talk about that stuff in the video 3 coming up. A little bit of the mechanics of how this stuff works. A, G, E. Try it again. Low 1. Try it a few times. Let's put it with the track. See how it goes. A little speed on it. Alright, so you get the idea. You can go other places with it too, right? All of a sudden it opens up. So we got riff 2. Riff 3 is going to be using that same note. I'm going to do this in 2 parts. So some of you might have a little difficulty with doing that. You get that D in 2. Pretty easy. Once you get the hang of it, you can slur it. And then the 3B here is that twice as fast with that little triplet thing. Oh, no, we went outside of the easy zone. We went to the open E. E is a very logical note to end it on. So do 3 of them and an open E. And again, I like to slur those, the B and the B flat thing. Try it again. Get a little zing on. Let's put it to the track. The 3B. If that's too fast for you, use the first one. Second one. So yes, we can use other notes too. Get to that too. I just went up in the E string a little bit. Let's do that. Number 4 is E, E, low 2 G, A, B flat, low 4, smoosh it right next to the 3rd finger. And back down. So E, E, low 2 G, space the 3rd finger, and put that pinky right next. You don't have to stretch it. It's an easy one. It's low 4, 3, low 2, open. So has the coolness built in. Try it a couple times. Again. You can slide them around a little bit. Feel how I did that? Anything you want. Put your own stamp on it. Think like a singer would. They only have one string, right? Singers. If you sing, I sing too, but if you sing, it's like we only got one string, we get to slide it around. It's like one finger and one string. So how would a singer do this? This way is something to think about. So let's try with the track. 2, 3, 4. Again, you can do your own thing, and I encourage that most of all. I don't want you to be a copycat of me, but it's a good way to start. Let's go on to the 5th lick. Giving your money's worth. No money, it's free, right? If you go to the store on the Fiddle Jam Institute website and type in holiday in the store, and you'll find it. And it'll be holiday lesson, and the bonus to get it for free will be holiday bonus 2 for this one. You get the sheet. All right. Let's see here. Number 5. It's gonna take it down on the G string. And it's a B. I like to slide from the B flat a little bit. Open D, and then the B flat again. It's kind of cool, isn't it? So low 2 to 2 slide. Open D, and then back in the G string. Low 2 again. Sometimes we're kind of starting with the low 2. Low 2. 1, open. A little more speed. Again, these are the same letter names, just down lower on your violin. So it's, remember, E, G's, A's, B's, D's makes up the E minor pentatonic scale that we're working with, and we have B, D, A, G, same letter names again. So anywhere on the violin it would be fine, and you're the blues master there, or mistress. So let's try this riff again. Slide to 2. Do it 3 times. And end on. Makes it sound finished. Let's put it to the track. Let's see. Try it again. So you get the idea? So these blues riffs, you can get away with murder. You can just do anything you want with them, and they sound fine, especially over blues, but even other styles. Let's go to number 6. Now this one I purposely did a little bit more difficult, but it's not that much more difficult. Check it out. It uses the same stuff we used already. I'm going to do it in different octaves, kind of. So since we have an E blues is a good key for the violin because it kind of spans across the whole first position. So let's get up an E string, that low 4 again. So that's a, it sounds like something you would sing, doesn't it? So it's low 4, 3, low 2, E, D on the A string, E, G, low 2. Anything you want with vibrato? Got it? Again, try and sing along in your mind and play what you're hearing in your mind and play what you're singing along, and it all kind of mixes together and becomes more part of you. So that is the first one. Oh, I played a little wrong rhythm. I guess not. Yeah, and rhythm it can be a little bit smooshy and swampy, especially with the blues stuff too. Nothing is exact, which is one of the reason I love it. You can do whatever you want, you smush things around, and the more it gets smushed around, the more unique stamp you're putting on it. So we got that one, and the 6B would be the same thing an octave down. So B flat on the A string. B flat, A, G3, E, D, E, G. Same thing, an octave down. And then the 6C, unless you have a 5-string violin, it can go down. This is only 4-string, the one I have in my hand. I have a 5-string back there, that one right there, but we won't get that out. So, starts out the same, B flat on the G string, A, G, and we'll go back up. Reading my fine printer. B flat, B, D, E. We'll get to an E somehow. B flat, G, A, G, A, B natural, D, E. B flat, A, G, A, B, slide, E, E. Let's put it to the track. I'm feeling this might morph as we do the track. 6A. Good. Now 6B. All right, 6C. So you can start putting all these things together. I'm going to read down. My finger comes around the top of the form. Number 1 riff. Number 2. Again. Number 3A. Again. 3B. 4. 5. Again. 6. E. Do your own thing. Alright, you can do it too. If I can do it, you can do it. Alright? And now, you don't have to be a virtuoso to play the blues or the jam. Just do your thing when you play the notes when you feel like it. Now, these are just some riffs. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, go to the store and find a holiday thing and type in Holiday Bonus 2 to get this sheet for free. And next video, I'm going to get into a little bit more of the mechanics of how this stuff actually works. So that's the first thing, to get to jamming, and then learn some vocabulary is the second step we just did today. And the third step is learn actually to know what you're doing a little more, and it kind of tweaks your ear and it tests your ear and trains your ear to be able to grab stuff easier by ear. So I'll see you in the next video. Happy holidays.